Check, check, check. There it is. Test 1, 2, 3. Checking our audio on the road mics to see if it doesn't sound bad or sounds good or sounds awful. Probably get dinged on Facebook from this loud music. Especially because it's Michael Jackson. We good? Thank you very much, Swolby. And thank you all to everyone who is tuning in and has been tuning in with us over the last 4 days of the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. It is the 70th annual Black Walnut Festival. I really, really do appreciate everybody who tuned in for our live streaming coverage of the Black Walnut Festival Grand Parade. It went off, we believe, mostly without a hitch, at least on our end of the deal. We hope that everybody had a chance to tune in and listen in and watch. If you couldn't make it down to the festival for that, we're very happy that we had an opportunity to help everybody out with that. We are going to be live once again for the next couple of hours here on this Thursday here on WVRC, and we'll be talking up whatever else is left on the docket, not only today, but tomorrow throughout the morning and into the afternoon as day number 5, and we end up closing out the Walnut Festival at that point. We are going to be live tomorrow morning as we get set up for the Black Walnut Festival 5K Nut Run and Walk. That race will take place at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. They'll start it down at the Heritage Park Community Building. If you do want to still register for the Black Walnut Festival 5K Nut Run race, you can do so tomorrow morning. They start registration at 9 o'clock. The Kids Day race will take place at 9:45, and the big race will start at 10 o'clock in the morning. And again, $20 to enter for anybody who wants to race in that. Kids 10 and under can race for just $5. Here is what we have going on. Now that the big grand parade is over, what a great parade that was, by the way. It was tremendous, lots and lots of entries into the parade. And so don't forget to tune in to the Black Walnut Festival Facebook page. They will have all the results of all of the competitions for you guys over the next couple of days. They'll be posting those for everybody who wants to know who won what and when they won it and where they won it. And they'll have all those for you. So the Grand Parade is over, and so now the live music begins. And right now, Rewind the Walkman is on the stage. And Rewind the Walkman, this group is a group that plays a bunch, a myriad, a plethora, if you will, of different types of 80s music. So it's going to be really, really fun. We already heard Genesis, and we just heard Michael Jackson. And so this is a very interesting band. We hope everybody decides to come down, enjoy them over the next couple of hours. Once they are done, we got a local talent here in Ryan Erickson and his band, Dowcord. They will take the stage at 4:30 p.m., and then it'll finish up tonight with Duquesne, the band Duquesne, at 7 o'clock here tonight on the main stage. Those are the musical acts taking place here this afternoon. Some of the things that are going on, of course, let's go through the gamut of everything that will be going on throughout the day. Of course, the Quilt and Flower Show exhibits at Heritage Park until 6. The Ag 4-H and FFA exhibits at the Old Spencer Middle School open. Also, the Art and Photography Show exhibits open until 6 p.m. Down at the Armory until 7. The Craft Show, the Dave Davis one-room school pictures, the flea market taking place as well. Ox roast sandwiches, gone. If you didn't get them this year, too bad, so sad. Yo, Dad, going to have to wait until 2025 to get those delicious ox roast sandwiches once again. They're gone. Done. The food court is being inundated with masses of humanity. So if you're looking for some food, I might wait, if I were you, maybe about an hour and a half for it to clear out a little bit, because people, as soon as the Grand Parade is over, just flock to the food court. It's crazy what they do and get it ready. Now, what is going on? Of course, the information booth is open right beside of us. That'll be open until 10. The Mechanical Bull is got a very nice line of kids lined up to try to take on the Mechanical Bull. That will be open until 4 p.m., as will the Mountain Monsters. The zoo is open down at Heritage Park Community Building, and that is on the lawn and that will be open until 6 p.m. tonight, as will the Mason-Dixon boys over at the Armory, the chainsaw artists. So you can go down there until 6 and enjoy the Mason-Dixon boys. Maybe you want to buy something. Maybe you want to special order something. Go ahead and check it out with them. The Carnival Session 1 is open right now, $20 for a wristband. You can buy a bank of 20 tickets for $25. Each ticket costs $1.50 a piece. They will have an evening session as well, 6 p.m. until close. And again, the wristbands for the evening session today, $25. But if you went to the morning session and you got one for $20 and you want to go back to the evening session, show your wristband. You got to leave it on. You can get a ticket for just $10. So think about that. 2 sessions for a total of $30. Okay, that's $15 a session. You get a big discount there if you want to go to the same both times. That's all well and good. Okay, Grandpa Cratchit has 2 more shows available. If you want to bring your kids down, 3 p.m., so you got about an hour before the second show for Grandpa Cratchit, and they'll do 1 more show today before they close up at 5 p.m. is the last show. Until 5 p.m., you can go down and check out the Train Depot Museum. The band and majorette competition. Of course, there was a lot of bands in the Grand Parade, so they'll give them until 3:30. They'll go up to County Stadium at Roane County High School, and the band and majorette competition will be held at 3:30 p.m. At 6:30 p.m. tonight, we will be over at the Livestock Barn at Roane County High School, and we will be live streaming the coverage of the 4-H and FFA livestock sale. That is what is on tap for the rest of today. Appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching us here. And again, our goal here is just to give you guys information. Number one, we want to give you guys any information that you may need. If you're thinking about coming down, let us know. If you want to know where something is being held, when it is being held, how long it will be open, and maybe if there's cost involved. A lot of the stuff here at this festival is free, such as like the petting zoo, the armory exhibits, things down at Heritage Park. The petting zoo is free. Everything at Spencer Middle School is free. The music is free. A lot of stuff is free. The only thing you guys are having to pay for is the food, number one. And then if you want to buy anything from the arts and crafts show, anything like that at the flea market. So everything else is free for you. So if you have any questions for us, we will be live here for the next couple of hours. I do have one more sponsor coming up here at 2:30 p.m., and that is Jack Garrett Ford coming in for their second half hour. Going to be good to talk with Quentin Keaton and, of course, Nathan Kendall and Ben Deerolf and whoever else they may bring with them for the final half-hour sponsorship. Following that, I will be waiting with bated breath for the Black Walnut Festival Queen to come over here, and we'll get a really good interview with Sophia Weigel, hopefully Natalie Mertz, Miss Teen Black Walnut Festival, and anybody else that won something during the festival pageant. We'll try to get a chance to talk with them as well. That will be sometime, by the way, between 3 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. Stick around, folks. You got any questions? Let us know. We are live at the 70th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Check, 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 check. Man, I do appreciate so many people continuing to stick with us even when we are not on audio. And again, we are back here at our normal location. We are on the corner of Church Street and Court Street in downtown Spencer, West Virginia, just diagonally across from the entrance to the City Municipal Building. And we have been here loaded up for the last 4 days of the 70th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. It has been a tremendous time. And number one, the reason it's been so good, honestly, is just because so many people have come out here and taken full advantage of all the stuff that they have to offer this year. The weather has cooperated better than it has, maybe ever, but in a long, long time. It's going to be 5 full days of 65 to 75 degree temperatures with no humidity whatsoever, a breeze blowing. It's just gorgeous. And even in the evening times when it drops down around 50 to 55, I just put on a hoodie, and people have been still staying out into the night and enjoying the live music, enjoying the food, the carnival, all the crafts, all the arts, the food, everything has been going so well here at this 70th. Want to thank, obviously, the Black Walnut Festival Committee. The president, Kate Gaynor, has done such a good job. And I know I talked to her over the last 6 months, and she fretted over everything and worried and made sure she wanted to make it so good. And I think she can breathe a deep sigh of relief because this has been great. I want to thank the city of Spencer for allowing us to be a part of this Walnut Festival, of course. And, of course, thank you to the city workers. They are the ones who set up our tent for us, gave us all we needed, tables, chairs, anything. And they are the ones who've set up this entire event, and they are the ones that will be shutting down the entire event tomorrow evening. And here's the crazy thing. They're going to get on it as soon as the events end. By Monday morning, you'll barely even know that a Walnut Festival is held here. You'll barely even know that thousands and thousands of people were all over these streets for the last 5 days. That is how wonderful the City of Spencer Works crew is. They just do such a wonderful job every single year. They put forth maximum effort. They work long hours to make sure this city continues to roll wonderfully, and we do thank them so very much. Obviously, thanks to all of the volunteers, number one, who are working all of the different places, all of the different events. Over at the Armory, the flea market, the craft show, all that stuff. Over at Spencer Middle School, this old building, all of the exhibits, the art fair, the Ag 4-H and FFA exhibits over there right now. The sound and the music, Brent Wilson obviously involved in all that. It takes an absolute mountain of effort from a lot of people to make this 70th Walnut Festival run, and it has been so good. They have run it very, very well, and we're so happy that we could be a part of this festival. We are now into the 2:30 hour, our final sponsored half hour of content, and it is sponsored by Jack Garrett Ford. We had an opportunity to talk with Quentin Keaton, general manager of Jack Garrett Ford, also a couple of his sales people, and Ben Deerolf and Nathan Kendall. And they, again, are a major sponsor of this event, a major sponsor of youth sports in Roane County, a major sponsor of civic organizations, of all sorts of things that happen daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly in the county. And so we do thank Jack Garrett Ford and all of their workers for what they do just in their general business work, but again, giving back to the community. And of course, Quentin said the reason we're able to give back to the community because our customers are so good to be repeat customers, and they have a good working relationship with everybody in West Virginia in Roane County. So thank you to Jack Garrett Ford, our sponsor for this half hour of content. We do expect to see some representatives from Jack Garrett Ford. Hopefully they'll be here sooner than later. Get a chance to talk with them just a little bit longer. And then at the 3 o'clock hour, I will be waiting for the Black Walnut Festival Queen, Sophia Weigel, and the Teen Queen, Miss Natalie Mertz, and whoever else, the organizers of the pageant, Leslie White, and of course, Leslie White, Annette Claypool. I don't think Kate Gaynor will be here for that. She's already stopped by with us. But there'll be some people over here hopefully at 3 o'clock or anywhere between 3 and 4:30 to talk with us. We'll get a good interview with the 70th Black Walnut Festival queen and her court in just a bit. Again, we are live downtown. Let's go through a list of events for the rest of today, and then we'll filter into tomorrow as well. We'll talk about what we have tomorrow coming up first thing in the morning. So today, of course, all of the events are still happening that happen at Heritage Park, the Armory, and Old SMS Building. The Quilt and Flower Show at Heritage Park, good till 6 p.m., as is the Art Photography Show, the Ag 4-H and FFA exhibits. Those two are over at Spencer Middle. The Craft Show, the David Davis one-room school pictures at the Armory until 7. The flea market open until 7 over at the Armory lawn. The one-room school tours are taking place again down at Heritage Park until 4. The Mechanical Bull, the Mountain Monsters Men, and the information booth will be set up and open. The first two open till 4. The information booth open till 6. Chainsaw Artists over at the Armory until 6. The Petting Zoo open till 6 down behind us on the lawn at Heritage Park. The Carnival open till 5. They'll close between 5 and 6, and then they'll reopen this evening at 6 p.m. until they close. The food court is open until 9 tonight. The Grandpa Cratchit show has 2 more opportunities to come visit them in a half hour at 3 p.m., and then the final showing will be at 5 p.m. The Train Depot Museum at Heritage Park open for viewing until 5. Live music going on all the way up until the evening time. Right now it is Rewind the Walkman playing a bunch of awesome 80s banger hits, and then Dalcord will take the stage at 4:30, followed by the 7 o'clock band, which is Duquesne. The band and majorette competition is about an hour away from starting up in County Stadium at Roane County High School. The 4-H FFA and livestock sale will take place tonight at the barn on Lick Fork. We'll be there with live coverage of that. Sunday morning, we get things going bright and early. Registration for the 5K Nut Run and Walk will take place at 9 a.m. down at Heritage Park Community Building. And again, that race will begin at 10 o'clock. The kids race at 9:45. Everything else opening up at 11 o'clock tomorrow. So the craft show at the Armory, the David Davis one-room school pictures, and the flea market at the Armory open at 11. They'll stay open until 11 a.m. The car show registration will take place at the Walmart parking lot. The car show will last officially from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. as well, so you can go over there and view all of those. The food court opens not at 11 tomorrow. The food court will open at noon tomorrow. And again, they will just run until they feel like they have done all they can do on Sunday. So you have one final opportunity to go get yourself some food tomorrow. I don't know if every single vendor will be there, but there will be enough vendors to satisfy your hunger, of course. At noon, the quilt show entries can be picked up at Heritage Park. That is from noon to 1. The car show, again, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The carnival will be open one final time tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the Cicchetti family is doing another very big deal. Buy one, get one free. If you buy one wristband tomorrow, you get the second wristband for free. Don't forget about the big gospel music sing, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. That will be located on the courthouse lawn. Make sure you bring a chair, stop and get yourself something to eat, and come over and enjoy some very, very good live gospel music. 1:30 to 2:30, the Ag 4-H FFA exhibits, you can pick those up at Spencer Middle School. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., you're allowed to go pick up your art and photo show entries as well. And that will wrap up the 70th annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival tomorrow evening at around 4 or 5 p.m. Got a lot on the tap here today, though, so you can still come down here and enjoy everything that the festival has to offer. Again, our half hour of content brought to you today on this half hour by Jack Garrett Ford. We'll be back in just a few moments, people. Good afternoon, everybody who's sticking with us. I do appreciate everyone for tuning in. Again, we are live for the next hour or so, depending on when the Black Walnut Festival Queen and her court are able to make it over here. Sophia Weigel, I know that Natalie Mertz, Miss Teen, Black Walnut Festival were over here yesterday, said they'd try to stop over sometime between 3 o'clock and 4:30 p.m. Our content this half hour brought to you by Jack Garrett Ford. Just had a talk with Quentin real quick over text. He said got tied up, couldn't make it over. That's fine with us. I do appreciate them sponsoring this half hour of content nonetheless. And again, what a great group of people they have working over at Jack Garrett Ford. And they sell some really, really good vehicles, new and used. So get a chance, if you're looking for a vehicle, stop over at Jack Garrett Ford. Again, we are using this last hour or so to try to continue to get whatever information is left for anybody. Most people at this point have come downtown. They know where everything is. They know when it's open. They know if anything costs anything, and they know how to get there. But if there is anybody last minute who is looking for information on where any items are, any events are, what time they are open, and if they cost anything or any information you need about the festival, I am not talked out just yet. So looking forward to answering any questions that anybody has. If you missed the Grand Parade, by the way, we have that posted already on our Facebook and YouTube channels. We went live on Facebook and YouTube for the Grand Parade at noon. That ended at about 1:35, so you should be able to go back and rewatch the parade if you'd like. The Kids Day Parade, same deal. Yesterday we had that from noon until about 12:35, and you can go back and watch that as well if you would like. And once again, we will be live this evening, internet permitting. I just talked with Dr. Brent Watson. Said that they're having some issues out at the barn right now with their internet service. They were trying to work on that. We are going to try to take our Starlink over there and try to get it possibly set up somewhere where we can get some service, get it piped into the building. And if we can get that done, we'll try to get good service for the 4-H FFA livestock sale. That begins, by the way, at 6:30 p.m. That is out at the livestock barn on Lick Fork. Of course, they'll have the buyer's dinner for potential buyers at 5 p.m., and they'll sell concessions, by the way, throughout that event. Should take a couple hours to get all those animals sold. And that's a big fundraiser, by the way, every single year for the students in 4-H FFA at Roane County High School. So we invite everybody to come out. If you can't make it, obviously, we will be there with live streaming coverage. Right now, we're listening to some great music, by the way. I did not know anything about whoever Rewind the Walkman was. I had a feeling that Rewind the Walkman meant it was going to be maybe 80s music. It is, and it is nothing but 80s bangers right now. They have gone through the gamut of Michael Jackson, Genesis. I can't even name them all. What was it? The Outfield, George Michael. They've got a bunch of music that they've been playing, and they are killing it right now on stage. They are on stage until about 4 p.m. At that point, one of my favorite musicians is going to take the stage. That's Ryan Erickson. He's a local musician who lives now in the Charleston area, and his band Dalcord is going to take the stage at 4:30 p.m. A homecoming of sorts for he and a couple of the band members from Dalcord. They'll be on stage from 4:30 until about 6:30. Then at 7 o'clock, it will be the band Duquesne to take the main stage. Full evening of music here at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. It looks to me, folks, I told you all when we came back on live at about 2 o'clock, about almost an hour ago, if you're looking for food, right now is not the time to come get it, because after the Grand Parade, everybody flocked to the food booth. So they were absolutely jam-packed. Swobie couldn't even go over there and get himself a drink from DeRusso's. It was crazy busy. Now, I'm sure there's still some lines, but at this point it's probably much better, not near as much of a wait. So you can come down here and get yourself some food. I highly encourage somebody to jump on the Mechanical Bull. That line has not stopped, by the way. The Mechanical Bull line has been about 30 deep since we got set up again here at 2 o'clock. So it's a lot of fun. The kids and some teenagers alike are all jumping on that one and getting bucked off mostly. Petting Zoo opened down over the Heritage Park lawn. That will be open for quite a while. And again, that's free if you want to go just view the animals. If you want to actually feed the animals out of hand, they've got a little bit of food for sale over there. And you can buy the food before you walk in. And you can feed the animals, which will be pretty cool as well. Again, we've got all sorts of action here this evening. If you wonder what's happening, if you have any questions, again, make sure to send us a comment on the comment section below whatever video you are watching. We'll get that information to you as soon as possible. Once again, this half hour of content brought to you by Jack Garrett Ford. We will break away once again, and we will patiently await the queen of the Black Walnut Festival and her court coming up in just a little bit. Stay tuned. We welcome you back to the 70th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival, day number 4, evening number 4. Some of you may have been waiting patiently for our first trivia giveaway for 2 passes. It's 2 passes for the Carnival, 2 passes that you can filter in for 2 wristbands if you want to do it this evening or if you want to do it tomorrow. We've got 2 wristbands available to you. Here's what you have to do, and it's very, very simple. We are located, our tent is located at the corner of Church Street and Court Street, okay? All you have to do to win these 2 passes to the Carnival that you can use this evening is come to our booth, be the first person to say, "We saw you on your streams." It's very simple. It requires very little effort other than you have to come over here and see us. So all you have to do is run over here as soon as you see that we are doing this. Run over here and be the first person to get here to say, "Saw you on the streams." And you have 2 free passes valued at $25 a piece, by the way, for the evening session of the Carnival. Or if you want to use them tomorrow, you can use them tomorrow as well. Okay, do you have a question out there? Do you know if they are selling homemade fudge? Yes, they are. Well, they were selling fudge. If they've sold out, I apologize, but the fudge was being sold. If you are over at the food court, look for the big DeRusso's flag flying high, and it is right beside DeRusso's, and it's right beside Rita's Homemade Apples, the big dipped apples. So the fudge place, Gibson's Goodies, the fudge place is right beside that. It is a white tent, white canopy, and you can find the fudge right there. So they were selling it. Now, again, I have not had time to get over to the food court yet today whatsoever, but that is where they were set up. So they did have fudge. I hope they still do. And if they do, you could get it right there where the rest of the food court is. So there's a question to answer for you. But again, 2 passes to the Carnival for this evening, valued at $25 per wristband. All you have to do is show up here at our booth on the corner of Court Street and Church Street and tell us you saw us on this stream. I could not make it any easier. I didn't ask you a trivia question. I didn't make it hard. I didn't give you a Rubik's Cube to solve. I didn't make you do a Sudoku. I didn't make you solve a crossword puzzle. No math involved. Just walk over here and say, "Saw you on the stream." First person to do that gets 2 free passes to the Carnival. I will wait here patiently until about 4 o'clock. All right, we'll be back in just a second. Take long, folks. Very, very happy. Somebody came over very quickly after we gave the instructions. All you had to do was stop by our booth and say, "Saw you on the streams," and we have a winner. And very happy to make those two young kids' evenings, I guess. And they walked away with 2 free passes for wristbands to the evening session here of the Carnival at the 70th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Awesome stuff. Very happy that we could do that and give it away. Again, we wanted to thank all of our sponsors throughout these last 4 days of content. Again, without them, we are not able to do what we do here at the radio station, trying to continue to help get the word out about what is going on at the festival. There was so many things happening at the Walnut Festival this year. We felt it necessary to stay live as long as we could possibly do. Had a lot of people with a lot of questions that hopefully we were able to answer. I'm very happy that everybody enjoyed our live streaming coverage, of course, of the Kids Day Parade. And, of course, we had massive numbers on the Grand Parade today. I believe Swolby over 14,000 views on the Grand Parade. Lots of people watching from different places. I saw somebody in Mississippi. I'm not sure if that was as far away as it got. Tennessee, lots of different places. Rhode Island, I hear. So,
he's a Spencer guy.
okay, somebody originally from Spencer, but watching from Rhode Island.
No, he's here.
Oh, somebody's here. Okay.
From Rhode Island.
So we have a lot of people who viewed in on that. And again, we're not done. We are very patiently waiting now between now and 4:30 for the Queen of the Black Walnut Festival, Sophia Weigel, and possibly Miss Teen Queen and Natalie Mertz. And we will wait. Hopefully they'll be able to get them over here. Of course, Leslie White's the organizer. Kim Mertz, obviously, also helping out with that. Annette Claypool, very instrumental in working the pageant. And, of course, the Queen's coronation on Thursday evening. That went off without a hitch. We were able also to live stream that. We've been good at this stuff so far. I hope that everybody has really enjoyed watching us and interacting with us on our live streams. Again, we're far from over here at the station. We got a little bit over an hour left here, waiting for one final interview. Once we're done with that interview, we are going to pack stuff up, going to head out to the barn at Roane County High School, and we're going to be ready to go at it once again for the livestock sale for the 4-H and the FFA. And then, again, we'll be live one more time tomorrow morning as we will cover the pre-race activities for the Black Walnut Festival Nut Run race, and we will finish things up tomorrow in our 70th annual. We'll get whatever information you need to you as quickly as possible. I just got word that they do have some fudge left, folks. Not much, though. So I guess if you're looking for fudge, you can't be picky on the type. You can't be picky on the taste. You just got to hurry up and get down there and get some fudge at Gibson's Goodies. And again, that's located over by DeRusso's at the food court. There's a couple of tents off to the side where the rest of the food vendors are. You can get yourself some fudge there until they run out. Again, it's first come, first serve, obviously, for the fudge. Folks, we're just moments away. I do see both the Black Walnut Festival Queen and the Teen Queen. They are right now at the information booth. I assume that means that they are ready to, at some point soon, try to make their way over to our tent. And once they do that, we'll get an interview with Sophia Weigel and Natalie Mertz, the Queen and Teen Queen of the Black Walnut Festival. And again, their job is just beginning right now. They will reign as Queen and Teen Queen for the next year, representing the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival at many different events. And it'll be awesome for them. It'll be great for the Black Walnut Festival because they represent very, very good stewards of this festival. Stick around, folks. Again, just a few moments away, we'll have Miss Sophia Weigel and Miss Natalie Mertz, our Queen and Teen Queen. gonna work again.
Oh yeah, we'll use the one receiver into the other line in.
Okay.
Right. So that one.
Something.
Thank you. On the skins, this is Make the Truth Better. Check it out, your family. I'm Joshua Johnson. We are rewind the Walnut. Thank you. Have a good
Take
evening.
one of those mics and just hand it to them when Chuck wants to talk. Because I don't know why these aren't working.
So what?
Take one of their mics and let one of them have the other one, and they can just trade it back and forth. Yeah.
Check, check.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything.
You're right.
I have no idea what's happening. Can anyone hear us?
I don't know why those aren't working.
Are you in panic mode again?
No.
Check, check. Nope, I got nothing.
What did you do?
What did I do? I've been sitting here the whole time.
We're getting audio into the camera.
I'm just sitting here. Can you guys out there hear us?
Oh, do you have this turned down?
No. I have not touched a thing. Check, check. I have touched nothing. Swolby angers me. Evening of day 4. I don't like him.
Do you have your mic turned up?
Yes. I
don't
have
know.
not touched anything. I have not touched anything.
I don't know.
Can
That's
anybody
normally
out
how
there?
this is. Yeah, I hear those mics behind your headset.
Okay, well, if you can hear them, and you can hear me, are you saying you can hear it on the stream? Check it on the stream. If it's good, we'll go with it. I don't care. I don't have to hear. I can take this off.
Talking to that
I
mic.
hate it so much. You disappoint me, honestly.
Well, we
As a
should.
friend and as a worker. Are you getting anything?
No,
It's only the camera mic, they say.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening either. How about we just do this? How about we just have them hold their mics?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. But,
There we go.
but still, I haven't run it the way we normally run it, and that mic's not working.
Check, check, check. Yeah, I have no idea.
It was literally working like 2 seconds ago. Can you hear yourself now?
Nope, can't hear anything. What has Swolby done?
Nothing.
I feel like
This is literally how we have ran for every stream that we do.
I don't know. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. I can hear it now. Maybe I grabbed the Check, check, check. There it is. I don't have it turned up. Everything's off. Okay. Yes, I can hear me. Okay, now somebody say something. Nope, can't hear her.
Can she sit beside you and just tell her name, where she's from, or something like that? Just something.
Watch how fast he does this.
I can't see it. Can you do it?
I got you, bub.
And you have that one turned up?
I have mine turned.
Normally where you plug your mic.
Yes, yes, I do. Yes. Give me a mic check, maybe.
Check.
Is it because you got to plug that thing like that? But then that takes mine out.
It doesn't matter. Those are going into that.
I can't hear them.
Headsets let them hold up.
Yeah, that's what. Look, I'm holding these headsets.
We should have had it set up before.
Well, I thought I had more time. I'm an idiot. You don't have to put it on if you don't want to. Oh, she's already taken her. She used the opportunity. Okay. Okay, well, let me get a test from Natalie. Go ahead and pull the headset down there. Let me find.
Is this working?
Okay, that's you.
Lovely. Okay.
Lovely. Okay, now I got to figure out which one is.
So we're getting the crown on as well. Okay. Oh,
Oh gosh, don't break it.
this is quite
Right?
interesting.
Ooh,
Don't break it.
that feels good.
Okay, that scares me to death.
Awesome. I was gonna say I think I might have to hold him. We're working.
I'm so nervous right now. I would be the one that actually breaks something.
Oh, listen, it's okay.
Okay, okay. Now that it's chaos ensued, I do want to say thank you, obviously, number one, to Leslie White back there and Kim Mertz for allowing us the opportunity to talk with, number one, our 70th annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival queen and Sophia Weigel,
Yeah.
and our teen queen, Miss Natalie Mertz. And we got joined by somebody else over here.
Yes.
We got Miss
Yes.
Black Walnut Festival Junior Miss?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't get her name. What is her
Do you want to
name?
introduce yourself? Evie?
Evie. Oh, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. I've got another one of these, so why not give it to Evie?
Yes.
There we
sir.
go.
Here we go.
There you go.
Here we go.
And we're going to let Evie tell her own story. Okay, can you hear us, Evie?
Yeah.
Do you want to say your?
Falling off. It's falling off.
Don't let it fall off.
There we go.
All right,
Here
so
we go.
Miss Junior, or is it Junior Miss?
Uh-huh.
Is it
Yeah.
Junior Miss and your name is?
Evie
Evie what?
Stark,
Evie Stark. Where are you from, Evie?
Summersville, West Virginia.
Coming all the way from Summersville, West Virginia to compete in the Miss Black Walnut Festival Junior Miss. Now, are you familiar with these two ladies? Do you know them?
Yeah.
Have you guys been bringing her around with you?
Oh yeah, as much as we can. Yeah.
Well, she seems to be excited to be here. And again, kids, few words. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so once you get up to Miss Teen and Miss Walnut Festival, few words won't cut it. So, number one, Sophia Weigel.
Yeah.
First off, I'll let you announce yourself. Where are you from and who are you?
Okay, so I am Sophia Weigel, and I'm the 70th West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Queen, and I am from Evans, but for some people who don't know where that is, it's really close to Ripley, but I am just so honored and excited to have this opportunity to represent Spencer and the festival, the Black Walnut Festival. This week has been, oh my goodness, so busy and so fun, but I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I've enjoyed it so
Well,
much.
you know, you caught us on the right year because this is, again, we like the zeros and the fives. The zero, everybody wanted to go big. We went big. It's crazy packed here.
Oh, my
And I'm
goodness,
sure
yes.
all of the requirements you've got to go a lot of places, do a lot of things. But that seems to be okay with you because as I was watching the Queen's coronation and we were broadcasting that, they read a little bio of yours.
Yes.
And I was thinking, okay, what kind of a calendar would that look like? And where does the sleep come in?
You have to find it. You have to find time. I schedule it in there, but yes, very busy.
So
Very busy schedule.
in your daily life, let's see, where are you in your life? Are you in college? Are you in high school? I didn't catch all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got jobs and you've got a business. Let's talk about all that.
Yes, so I actually just graduated this past spring, and so I decided, as of right now, I'm not going to go to college because I actually opened up my own dance studio in Ripley. It's called Masterpiece Ballet. I currently have 50 students students, and I've had to close capacity for right now just with my the space that I'm renting for right now. But really, I teach dance in Ripley, and then I also teach in Scott Depot at the studio that I graduated from. And so it's a pretty busy schedule, but also I'm the volunteer race director for the Tunnel to Towers run in Ripley, West Virginia. And so that is to honor first responders and to remember 9/11 and also honor military members and their families. They pay off mortgages and build smart homes for catastrophically injured military members and first responders. And then they also will go in, and if they are killed in the line of duty, they will pay off their mortgage and take care of their family. So between dance, doing pageants, and running this race, I have a pretty jam-packed schedule. But, you know, I do find time to get some sleep in because I love my sleep. I've been running on coffee this whole week, but sleep and family time, it's very important to me as well.
Well, one thing I'm very glad I got a chance to talk to you about is when I heard Tunnels to Towers.
Yes.
Near and dear to my heart. I have many buddies who are veterans who have served overseas multiple tours. In fact, 13 years ago, I did a run across America. I know, don't look at me now, but I did a run across the country to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project.
Yes.
And when I heard Tunnels to Towers, I was like so excited that you picked that as one thing that you were very passionate about. And did that come from a love of military? Did it come from family members or what?
Yeah, it actually came from family members. So my brother was, I wanted to start this when I was 13 years old. So I was a little young, but my brother was going into the military. He was away at basic training, and 13 years old, your mind runs wild of everything that could go wrong. And so I was very nervous about it. I didn't really want him to do it. I cried a lot about it, and I really worried about him. But then I started seeing commercials for Tunnel to Towers, and it really hit home. It was for their catastrophically injured programs, and just seeing, number one, the military members and the first responders, and also their family members.
Yes.
They were showing the wait list that they had and asking for help and donations, and it really hit home for me because I thought, that could be my brother. That's somebody's son, a father, a husband, and they need to be taken care of. And so, you know, we got in contact with the foundation, and surprisingly, you'd think that they'd say, oh, you're 13, you're too young, but they were very, very willing to help, and they just jumped right in. And, you know, COVID did happen, so we were not going to start the first year during COVID, but the year after COVID, we reached out, and here we are now. This is going to be our 4th year, and we've raised over $70,000.
Unbelievable.
So, yes,
Unbelievable.
It truly has been an amazing experience, and I really want to say thank you to all of our first responders and military members, because they're willing to go out every day and risk their lives to really save us and to put their lives on the line for us. So, you know, they deserve to be taken care of as much as they can. But truly, a family involvement, but also the way that we were raised. I have both of my grandparents, both of my papas were either in the Marines or the Navy, firefighters in my family. So, you know, it's really a foundation that hits close to home for me.
Just a dream at 13 turned into a reality.
Yes.
It's very awesome for you. We'll move over to Natalie Mertz.
Yes.
Natalie, we know you well. We know where you're from. You're from Roane County here.
Yeah, sure.
I know your parents very well. I'm sure they're very proud of you, obviously, not just because of this, but very, very well-read young lady, good grades, athletic, pageants.
Thank you.
Is that something that you wanted to do? Is it something that you got asked to do? Is this something? What was this that got you involved in the Black Walnut Festival?
Yeah,
pageant?
so like you said, I'd never done a pageant before, and I just remember being a little girl and always looking up to all of the queens of the Black Walnut Festival, and I was like, you know, that was so cool. Like, maybe whenever I get older, I'd really like to do that. And so this summer, my mom was like, hey, this is Black Walnut Festival pageant's coming up. Are you interested in this? And I was like, oh yeah, I definitely am. And so I took all the steps, and I was ready to do this. I wanted to do my absolute best and just see where it could get me. And so every single day I would practice in my heels, just in my living room, walking around in circles. And I practiced interviewing with my mom and everything. And I had some experience with public speaking and all that before. So I was just like hoping to do my best. And so I went in, thought I had nothing to lose, and
absolutely,
it worked out really well.
And ended up winning.
I'm having such a great time. This is more perfect than I could have ever asked for. So
a wonderful opportunity for you as well. You're a youngster. You're just fresh into high school, and now you've put on your plate with Sophia quite a list of things that you're going to be doing over the next year, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What is the schedule like for you all once you get crowned? I know it's not just, hey, Well, thank you. I'm out of here. You guys got a full year of stuff you need to do now.
Yeah, we're kind of back and forth. I mean, me and Sophia have a very tight, busy schedule, like we've talked about earlier. But, you know, I mean, I like being busy, and especially with something that I love so much, I really can't complain. So
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
was
good.
going to say, we have a list of things that we are required to do, and then, we have a mandatory, I believe for me it was 5 appearances throughout the year,
Yeah.
but, it truly is, whenever you do pageants, it's not just a sash and crown. I think that's something that it gives you a platform to be able to go out and be a role model for young children, and so really anytime, any chance that we get, on our weekends and throughout the week, it's nice to be able to go out and represent, and, even just throughout this festival, being able to talk to little kids, it's, it's not as much something of, oh, I won a pageant now, and now I get a sash and crown. It's what can I do with it, you know? So I think that's what's really, really fun.
And I think that's why you got this little youngster with you, Evie Stark. Evie, have you ever been in a pageant before this pageant? Did you enter any others?
Yeah.
Did you ever win any others? Oh my gosh, we got a second timer, third timer here. So what do you have to do now that you have a crown for Black Walnut Festival? Does she go around with you guys at all?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, she's been around the festival, and then, she can make any appearances throughout the year that she likes as well. So
I wonder, is your schedule very busy too?
Pretty much.
And it just got busier for Evie. I got to ask you guys this. Number one, this is the Black Walnut Festival, all right? This is a food-related festival.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you guys have had to be proper throughout this festival, but I got to ask you, what is your favorite festival food to gorge on? Or do you have a favorite festival food yet?
Oh, listen, funnel cake. And
Everybody
then
says that.
Funnel cake or ribbon fries. I'm telling you what, I can go through this like nothing else. I mean, you set a plate of ribbon fries in front of me. Oh, it's so good. And then the funnel cakes. Now, I will say, I think I love the powder more than I do the actual cake. So I can, and I have to be careful too because I am very messy. So I get it all over myself. So, I'll end up wearing it as well as eating it. So those are my two.
It's a good thing that she runs a dance class and runs a race.
Yes.
Because funnel cakes, I tell you, this is not the festival for health. Let me
Oh,
just say
no,
that. Except for tomorrow morning. That will be
Yes.
the 5K race. How about you, Natalie? I don't know. You've been here for many years. Have you developed a favorite over the years?
I don't know. I try to eat everything that I can when I'm here because once it's gone, it's gone. So I'm constantly finding, oh, I haven't tried this out yet. Let's see what that tastes like. But I mean, I really like the black walnut ice cream.
Oh my word.
I mean, I feel like you think of it and you're like, okay, ice cream that's flavored like a nut, that's kind of weird, but it tastes so good. I mean, it's definitely, I'd say that's my favorite.
That is delicious.
Yeah, those over at Husky's Ice Cream. I don't know how they do it. They make it so good. My favorite is actually pumpkin, but my second favorite ice cream, definitely the black walnut. Okay, Evie, I've given you a second or two to think about it. Do you have a favorite Black Walnut Festival food yet?
Not really.
Not really.
Did
Do
you
you
like the
li-
ice cream?
I mean, I kind of like them all.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have a favorite. That doesn't mean she doesn't like everything.
Oh, yeah.
It can
There
be
you
hard to pick.
It is very hard.
So other than the schedule now that you guys have, at least the few requirements that you have for the Black Walnut Festival, are there any other plans for pageants for you guys? I know that last year, of course, we had Miss Ella Wilson, who was the queen of this Walnut Festival, and then simultaneously became later the queen of the Ripley Festival. Is that something that you guys are thinking of, or is one enough?
Yeah, so we actually, for our contracts, for this year, we aren't allowed to compete in anymore, and then as the next season starts, we can. But for me, where I won the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival, I actually go on to a big state pageant where all of the different representatives of fairs and festivals go to the Association of Fairs and Festivals pageant. So I'll be competing in that, and then afterwards, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Yes.
Now, the Black Walnut Festival queen has been crowned Miss West Virginia before.
Yes.
So we wish you guys the best of luck on that. Wish you the best of luck on
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Natalie, obviously, a youngster that you are in high school, you're going to do what you need to do. What are your plans? And again, I don't want to get cheesy with it. What are your future plans? Don't think that far ahead if you don't want to. What are your immediate plans over the next few years?
Well, I mean, I'm very involved in my school and everything, so I'm still learning, figuring things out myself. I have so many different interests. It's kind of hard to choose from, but I am very interested in agriculture. I'm a big member of the FFA. I'm actually an assistant officer in that, so I'd really like to pursue something in my future that has to do with agriculture, so that I can, just help out with that kind of community.
It is very nice to have the program that we have here at Roane County.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
A program that is constantly winning awards statewide and nationally.
Yes.
And so you're a member of that, and you're also one of the people who was instrumental in it as well. So that's good as a youngster. Evie, how old are you, number one? 7. Can I ask her about future plans? Okay, what are your plans for the rest of the festival? What are you going to do?
Hang out.
Simple enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good plan.
Take pictures.
Take pictures, hang out. Did you go to the petting zoo yet?
Yeah.
Already did the petting zoo. Let's see. Have you seen the arts and crafts show?
No.
Not yet. Where are you guys headed next once you leave the booth, by the way?
Well, we do need to go down to the livestock barn later.
Yes.
But for right now, we're just going to be walking around the festival and talking to people. I think that's our next plan so far.
You have to see the youngsters' eyes light up when they see you guys walk by, and they see the sashes on all of you and the tiaras. Again, they're seeing royalty for the first time, and that's really neat to see the kids come up and want to get pictures with you all and all that stuff. Listen, thank you all so much for giving your time to us. We know that it's a very tight schedule for you guys throughout this 5-day event. We will be with you guys, although we won't be asking any more questions tonight at the Livestock Barn. We're going to go cover that live on our streams. And thank you, number one. Congratulations to all three of you.
Thank you.
And we wish you the best of luck in your reign as Walnut Festival Queen, Teen Queen, and Junior Miss. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Folks, Sophia Weigel, Natalie Mertz, and Evie Stark, our royalty for the 70th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We're going to break away for a second. We'll wrap things up in just a little bit here.
You ain't getting signal though, right? Can you hear me?
Try it again. Try it again.
Can you hear me?
So what it was that boost was all the way down to like negative 30. I put it back.
Yeah, but we had to do that because it was so crunchy. I had it on negative 21. Yeah, I had it on minus 21 and it was working fine.
I can't hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, let me do
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hold on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test. Test. Really? So
Okay, check. There we go. Okay, so this is me if it was right down at my lapel. So let's see how crunchy it is when it's down at my lapel. If it's plugged into this stuff, it has to be.
yeah, because you're controlling the gain on.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate you hanging out with us and waiting on us. How about that? Got a chance to speak with royalty. We were hoping that we would be opportunistic and see Sophia Weigel, our 70th West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Queen, and Natalie Mertz, our 70th annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Teen Queen. And we got a bonus with Evie Stark, our junior miss at the Walnut Festival pageant. So we had all three of those ladies on, and I tell you what, impressive young ladies talking about Sophia Weigel. Again, she had just graduated high school, but she had already done so many things after high school graduation. She started working with the Tunnels to Towers program at 13 years old. They got a race put together over the next couple of years and do the race in Ripley to raise money. They have raised over $70,000 in that young lady's existence with the Tunnels to Towers. That is so impressive. On top of that, she said, going to have to hold off a little bit here on a possible college because she already runs her own business. She has a dance studio, and she mentioned she had to cap the membership. She's already got 50 on her docket, so she is full, and her plate is full with many other things as well. Natalie Mertz, a young lady that we know just up at the high school level recently, and again, so active in 4-H, FFA, things like that. Obviously an athlete as well, and many other things that she is getting into, and she talked about wanting to be heavily involved again in agriculture in some way, even going through high school into the next level in college, and whatever she does, she said she wants to make it agricultural based, and whatever she wants to do, she's got great, wonderful parents. Trevor and Kim are wonderful human beings, and so the sky's the limit for her as well. Just great opportunity to talk with some royalty here at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival, and they will reign over the next year as the representatives of the Black Walnut Festival in West Virginia. So thankful that I got a chance to talk to them. Again, thanks to Kim Mertz, thanks to Leslie White, of course, thanks to Annette Claypool, thanks to Kate Gaynor, and the rest of the people who helped us get all of these wonderful interviews. Well, folks, let's go through the roster one more time here today as to what is happening this evening and what is going to take place tomorrow in the final day of the Walnut Festival. Again, everything is still open right now at 4 o'clock. All the events that we started this morning are open. The Quilt and Flower Show at Heritage Park, the Art and Photography Show, and Ag 4-H FFA exhibits over at Spencer Middle School's old building, the Craft Show at the Armory, the David Davis one-room school pictures at the Armory, the Flea Market out on the Armory lawn. The one-room schoolhouse tours are getting ready to close up. The Mechanical Bull is getting ready to close up. The Mountain Monsters Men are done at 4 o'clock as well. The information booth, though, is open today till 6 p.m. The Chainsaw Artists, the Mason-Dixon Boys at the Armory, will be still down there until 6 p.m. The Petting Zoo still available down at Heritage Park until 6 p.m. The Carnival in the afternoon session is still going on for another hour, so it will be open until 5 before they close for the hour to reset, and then the evening session begins at 6 p.m. It'll go until they lose all of the people there as far as that's concerned. It says 6 p.m. to close, so it just depends on how long people want to show up and hang out at the Carnival here this evening. The food court is open late tonight until 9 p.m. as well. The Grandpa Cratchit Show, they just finished the 3 p.m. show, so here in about an hour, your final opportunity to get a chance to come down and watch the Grandpa Cratchit Show at 5 o'clock. That is the last showing of that one. The Trade Depot Museum open till 5 tonight. 9 p.m. live music continues at the courthouse. So we just finished with a great throwback to the 80s in Rewind the Walkman. That was a great group. And here in about 30 minutes, it will be Dalcord taking the stage at 4:30. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, the band Duquesne will finish off the live music here tonight. Again, 3:30, just about 20 minutes into the band and majorette competition out at Roane County High School at County Stadium. 6:30 p.m. will be the livestock sale out at the Roane County High School FFA barn down on Lick Fork. We will be there and trying to do live streaming coverage of that event. Once again, that is all that is on the docket for the rest of Saturday evening. Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, the first thing to get going is the registration for the Black Walnut Festival 5K Nut Run, Walk, and Race. That is sponsored by Patch 21 and the Jack Garrett Racing Series. Roane General Hospital, also a main sponsor of that as well. $20 to enter tomorrow morning. Registration from 9 to 9:45. The kids' race begins at 9:45, and then the main race begins at 10 o'clock p.m. The car show registration gets going tomorrow at 11 a.m. over at the Walmart parking lot, and then from 11 to 3 is the car show. They'll be giving out their awards later in the afternoon for that show. Tomorrow, the festival food court opens at noon, not 11 as they have opened the rest of the week. So noon until they sell out, or if they're tired, or if nobody shows up. So that could be noon to 5, who knows. The food court will be open. And then most of the things after that is just picking up your entries. The quilt show, the Ag 4-H FFA exhibits, the art and photo show, all of those things are allowed to pick up tomorrow at different times. And then, of course, kind of the cap on the Walnut Festival every year is the Gospel Music Sing. That will take place in front of the courthouse on the courthouse lawn from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Bring a lawn chair, stop over and get you some food from the festival one last time, and enjoy some great gospel music. David and Sheila Bone will be there, the West Virginia Couriers, and I missed one more. I'll try to remember that later, but again, come out there and enjoy. I believe the Facemeyer family, sorry. Come out and enjoy some gospel music to finish off the 70th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. That has run our time out here today, and for our live streaming coverage over the last 4 days, we want to thank all of our sponsors who sponsored time slots for this to allow us to come down here and try to get information out to all of you every single day. Again, we'll be live tomorrow morning, of course, for the 5K net run race, but that'll be kind of a specific thing that we will be talking about. So we do appreciate everyone for joining us over the last 4 days. Come out and continue to enjoy this festival. It's been a big one. It's been a blowout festival, and people have come in droves. So thankful that they did that. Again, we want to thank, number one, the City of Spencer and the City of Spencer Works crew. Rob Miller and his crew are absolutely fantastic. They are the ones who are behind the scenes setting all of this up. They'll shut it all down tomorrow evening. They'll clean the entire place up. You'll not even know that we had a festival here on Monday morning. Again, thanks to Kate Gaynor, the president this year of the Black Walnut Festival Organizing Committee, and all of her crew members for doing what they did and getting so many great things done here this year. I want to thank personally my crew at WVRC, of course, my good buddy Swolby, who has been with me from start to finish for this thing. It has been a blast. It has been tiresome. It has been nerve-wracking at times, but in the end, we do it because we love what we do, and we hope that everybody out there has enjoyed what we have brought to this 70th Annual Black Walnut Festival. For all of us at WVRC, this is Andrew Miller signing off in downtown Spencer, West Virginia from the 70th Annual